All right, here we are at the grand finals, the championship match of SBT Saturday Shootout IV, Bowlero Via Linda. Thank you all for coming out. I know I don't have a very big crowd today, but I'm going to get, and I'm right at the edge. I'm right at the edge of the range of this mic. So I'll stand over here. All right, so we're going to get started, and I'm going to announce each bowler one by one. They're going to bowl their first ball. We'll give them a good round of applause when they bowl their first frame, and then we'll let them get rolling after that. So, representing the senior division, is that right?
No.
Yeah, still got it backwards, so that's okay. We'll just do it the way they got it up there. So, representing the foundation division from Tucson, Arizona, Thach. Ouch, not a good start for Don. Very tough break, but you know what? If you're going to have a big split, having it in the first frame is probably the place to have it. So again, for those of you who are joining late, apologies for the audio quality. There's something weird going on with my microphone system. Apologies for that. Representing the senior division from Gilbert, Arizona, Gries. Oh, nice trip there. Representing the scratch division from Maricopa, Arizona, Gilbert. Representing the Challenger Division from Scottsdale, Arizona, Joshua Grapevine.
Go, Josh. Come on, Josh.
And again, apologies to those of you on the live stream. I'm just talking into the regular mic on the tablet. Try not to bump it while I'm leaning into the tablet so I can talk to you during this event. You might need to turn your volume up a bit. Just a little high for Josh. So let me give you the handicaps. You should be able to see them there on the screen. Kurt, representing our senior division, is getting 4 pins. Dong, representing our foundation division, getting 24. Josh, representing Challenger, gets 3, and of course Kyle, as our scratch division representative, gets 0 pins. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's not a great start for Don.
So let me give you a little bit of stats about today's event. We had 156 entries today, which is pretty good considering it's the day before Easter. We actually were lagging behind in early entries, but great shot by Kurt. Kurt had a really good look in the last match. I can't remember the number, I don't have it in front of me, although I can check in a minute, but he had a really good look. So the morning squads were actually pretty light, but the afternoon squads were packed out. We had 4 in a pair for 28 lanes, I believe it was, for both of the last 2 squads. Maybe 26 on one of them, can't remember exactly. So thank you to the bowlers in this community for showing up and showing out. We have 2 bowlers who have been in the finals format like this before. Josh has been in finals like this before, as has Dong. Say Kyle, I don't know. So Kyle and Dong have been in finals like this before. Kurt and Joshua, this is their first time in a finals format like this. This event, the numbers between all 4 divisions, almost identical. Very, very close. We had 42 foundation entries, 46 challenger, 31 scratch, 37 seniors. So we ended up with, the first time actually, we've only had a single eliminator round. Wow. Trip 4-9 for Kurt. So it's the first time we've had a single eliminator round after cashier's round, because all 4 divisions had 3 or fewer bowlers in that eliminator round. So everybody went cashier's round to eliminator to finalist. So we got to skip around, get everybody home a little bit earlier. We were on time all day today. Really, everything just ran super smooth. So Kyle's rocking one of our jerseys, by the way, that he won in a previous event. 3 different jerseys on our EFX website. EFX is one of our sponsors. Really appreciate the Cotes being part of SBT and donating a jersey to give away at every event. Brunswick Bowling as well, giving away a free bowling ball of choice to a random bowler at every event, and 10-pin toolkit, giving a subscription away. Really appreciate our national sponsors, B3 Performance, giving away our free time on the lanes with Specto. Couldn't do this without our sponsors. Really appreciate the extra items that some of our sponsors are able to give, that we can give to our bowlers. Oh, wow. So Kurt's got a look here. Right now he's not, I think he had dead flush on 1 shot. Let me look up what he had in the last round. And by the way, you can go to our website, bowlsbt.com/live, L-I-V-E, to see the results of all rounds leading up to this. Of course, you can't see actual live scoring, although I'd love to add that someday, and probably will for systems that support it. But for now, you can see. You don't have to wait for me to post a PDF file. As soon as the scores are finalized and I'm putting the numbers up on the wall, they also appear on our website. So yeah, to get into this round from the previous round, the eliminator round, Josh beat out CJ Hulse and Ethan Young, shooting a 251 with handicap, 248 plus 3, 251. So he cruised into the final match. Kurt shot, there was quite a shootout in the senior division. Kurt shot 267 scratch plus 4 pins. Here we go, Don. just beating out Rick Darnell, who shot 256 rather. And Dave Anashita, who was actually one of our finalists last week. Oh, that was so close. One of our finalists last week at Morongo made it to the eliminator round, but didn't make it past it. In the foundation division, Thach shot 203 with handicap. Actually, all three bowlers had 24 pins, which is interesting. Dave Kist, our friend from Canada who likes to come down and bowl, 192 with handicap, and Spencer Culbertson, 184 with handicap. Those were our eliminator round bowlers in foundation. Oh, probably the best shot he's thrown, and then he gets a stone 7 pin. So he got some breaks earlier. A little bit of a makeup there. And then in our scratch division, Gilbert defeated Mike Jones III, 209 to 178 in the eliminator match to get to this point. So we're bowling on a 39-foot challenge pattern. Wow. Okay. 39-foot challenge pattern. 2018 SYC TN medium pattern, which I believe is about 4.5 to 1. I'm doing that from memory. I always seem to forget to bring it with me here. Pattern played really rough early, but then people started to figure it out later, and scores went up. Scores started really low in the first squad, but that didn't last. Cut scores were reasonably normal overall. Plus 61, plus 60. We did have a high cut in the scratch division. The morning of plus 104. That was Joshua Mabry. And then the senior division plus 7 in the morning. In the afternoon, challengers plus 23. Foundation was plus 42. Scratch plus 78. And seniors were plus 10. So scratch bowlers really figured it out for sure. Not really a surprise. That's what they tend to do. So where Kurt was starting to run away with it now. It's a tough spare. Still got quite a bit of cushion. Up by 130. He's up by 30 plus over Josh. He's the only. No, the other two are not far behind, but if Kurt makes this, he's still well in control. If he misses it, it gives a little bit of a glimmer of hope to the other three bowlers. It's pretty good. Oh. So let me tell you a little bit about our bowlers. This Josh is coming up on the left. Josh is 29 from Scottsdale. He's a catering manager. He's been bowling for 11 years, but only 8 years two-handed. He has had a couple, 3 300s and an 800. No notable bowling accomplishments. I would say an 800 is notable, but loves to work out. Wants to thank his girlfriend Avery, his family, and Mike and Brandy at B3, one of our sponsors. Kyle, meanwhile, coming up on the right, 27 from Maricopa, landscape supervisor, been bowling for 21 years. 300 and 838, he thinks, is his high series. He doesn't know how many of each. He was a collegiate All-American, collegiate national champion, loves golf and being a dad. Likes to thank his wife, kids, dad, Mabry, and God. Oh, that was a tough chop. So Don coming up on the left. Don is from Tucson. He's 38. He's a grocery manager. Been bowling for only 3 years. He's already had a 300 and 815. And he's had 5 300s and 3 800s. That's pretty good for somebody who's only bowling 3 years. So, bit of highs and lows for Don. He did finish in 3rd place at a Vegas tournament. His hobbies are chess and going to the gym. He'd like to thank his mother. She has always supported anything he does, and his kids for being the amazing little human beings. And Kurt, age 66, from Gilbert is retired. Been bowling for 54 years. 300 is high game, 836 high series. He's got 5 800s and 30 300s. He loves golf and Stargate SG1. I'd like to thank his wife, Jean, and his mini-me daughter, Taylor. So our next tournament is in 4 weeks at, it's at, brain just short-circuited there, at Let It Roll Bowl in Phoenix on May 2nd, and another $2,500 event, single-day event. And it's going to be our last event in Phoenix for a little bit because we're going to be traveling to Cliff Castle in June, and we're also going to go to Tucson a couple weeks after that before we come back to the valley. And we have some cool events coming up on our schedule. We have a senior and women's shootout at Lakeview Lanes in July. Check that out on our website, and we just opened registration for that. If you're a Sun City resident and an SCUBA member, you get $10 off on entry. We have 3 squads, and there's going to be 3 different senior divisions for that event. So we have anybody over 50 plus rather. Couldn't quite shake that 7. Anybody 50 plus who is at the lower average, and I don't have the average ranges right in front of me now, but it's on the flyer. And then for higher average bowlers, we're splitting it into 50 to 59 and 60 plus, and then a women's division. So, and that'll be at Lakeview Lanes in mid-July. And then the next big event on the schedule is over Labor Day weekend. We're looking forward to going back to Bowlero Kyrene, where we started this year, with a $6,000 first place weekend classic event. Oh, Kurt. So Kurt's trying to give other folks a chance to step through the door, and right now nobody is, but there's still time for that to happen. So we'll be at Bowlero Kyrene, $6,000 first place tournament in the Jake's Auto sponsored event, sponsoring and adding to the prize fund, the Jake's Auto Labor Day Classic. And registration for that will probably open in another month or 2. I'm working on some details and trying to get those finalized before we get flyers out and get that publicized further. And then we're going to be going to Laughlin, Nevada in October for a $5,000 event as well. Great shot by Josh, good double. So what does that do for Josh? Let's see. So that gives him 136 and possible 166 plus 3, 169 to Kurt's 165. So Josh has the potential to take the lead with 2 more strikes now with Kurt's open. And then, let's see, for Kyle, he's got, I should probably just go out at this point. So he's got a 236 possible. Kurt's in big trouble. He just lost his look. He got some breaks early, and then threw a dead flush shot. And ever since that dead flush shot, not quite been the same. The Dong just really doesn't have his look at all this game. So running the numbers here right now. Again, Josh, 226 possible. That's the 230. 226 possible for Josh. And then for Kyle, we have a possible. Oh wait. No, Josh hits 3 pins. So Josh possible 229, Kyle possible 236, and Kurt is basically pretty much taking himself out of it if he strikes out. Best he can do now is 204 with the handicap. So especially if both of these guys strike, it's just going to be between those 2. Oh, just a touch high, 4-pinned. And a 9-pin, both of them just a touch high. So Kyle with the advantage because he's scratch at 145, 165, 185, 215 out for Kyle. 208 out for Josh. So this is still Kyle's. It's win or lose. But it's going to come down to these last balls in the 10th frame for both of them. Just completely lost what he had. Nice ball from John. 150. I just want to see if he can catch Kurt here. So he would have 155 of 79. So if Kurt's got to make this carry to ensure himself of third place. So Kurt's going to get third, presuming he gets one pin or more on the next ball. Actually, he's going to get third as it is right now. So on the sound system here, they're starting to play the final countdown, which seems appropriate for what we're going into in this final match. Just a clutch shot there. Throws one more and we will have a winner. Pressure on. Kyle needs to strike. 205, 208 possible. If he doesn't strike, Josh can beat him. Oh, with a can opener to take it. He just needs to keep the ball in the lane now. Great clutch shots by Kyle.
All right, congratulations to Kyle Gilbert, winner of Saturday Shootout IV, winning a minimum of $2,500. Also, congratulations to Joshua Grapevine, second place for $1,000. Kurt Gries, third place, $750, and Thach, fourth place for $500. All right, so now we have an opportunity for Josh to break the progressive tie. So, Kyle, I'm sorry. Why did I say Josh? Because of his twin brother, Josh. That's why I did it. Okay, so I'm going to move over here where I can look at my computer and not keep cutting out on the microphone. So, which lane did you finish on, Pat? You finished on the right lane, so you're going to go to the left lane. Kyle, we just let the crowd know, let the stream know. Hopefully the stream can hear me from way over here. Is that... Kyle has the possibility to win as much as $3,325 total. So this first strike, Kyle throwing on the left lane, is worth $120, 1/10 of the pot. So go ahead and throw this one for free. Win some more money. Oh, okay. Well, still a great performance. Kyle Gilbert, winner of Saturday Shootout IV, $2,500. The rest of that money will carry over. The rest of the pot will carry over into our next event at Let It Roll Bowl in Phoenix on May 2nd. All right, we're going to wrap up the live stream. I'm going to get off the mic here. We're going to get some pictures taken, hand out some prize money, and then we're going to go home. Thank you for all of you on the live stream watching. And for all of you that came out today, thanks for just a tremendous turnout. Yeah, I shouldn't have walked away from that. Thanks for the tremendous turnout on this holiday weekend. I wish you a blessed Easter tomorrow, and we will see you soon. Good night, everybody.
Thanks, John. John, thanks, sir.